Napoleon Bonaparte's story begins on the rugged island of Corsica in 1769, where a fiercely ambitious boy grew up dreaming far beyond the shores of his birthplace. Born into a modest noble family, young Napoleon was disciplined, sharp-minded, and deeply fascinated by strategy. At just 9 years old, he was sent to mainland France to study at elite military academies, where his exceptional talent for mathematics and artillery earned him early recognition. Yet he remained an outsider, mocked for his accent, his origins, and his determination. But this isolation only fueled his hunger to rise. The chaos of the French Revolution cracked the old world open, and Napoleon seized the opportunity. At 24, he became a general. At 26, he achieved fame for crushing the siege of Toulon, and soon after, he led the brilliant Italian campaign, defeating armies far larger than his own. With each victory, the young commander gained not only territory, but the loyalty of soldiers who began to believe he was destined for greatness. By 1804, in a moment that shocked Europe, Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of the French. With unmatched speed and precision, he built the Grande Armée, the most formidable fighting force of its time. His victories became legendary at Ulm, Jena, Wagram, and especially at the Battle of Austerlitz, considered one of the greatest military triumphs in history. Under his rule, the French Empire expanded across Europe, redrawing borders, dismantling monarchies, and spreading revolutionary ideas. But Napoleon's ambition carried a shadow. His invasion of Spain sparked a brutal guerrilla war, draining men and resources. And in 1812, he launched his most fatal decision, the invasion of Russia. What began as a grand march ended in catastrophe: scorched earth, starvation, freezing temperatures, and a retreat that destroyed the Grande Armée. Europe united against him. By 1814, Napoleon was forced to abdicate and was exiled to the island of Elba. Yet the world had not seen the last of him. In 1815, he escaped, returned to France, and in just days reclaimed power in what became the dramatic 100 Days. But at Waterloo, his luck finally ran out. Defeated by the British and Prussian forces, Napoleon was exiled once more, this time to the remote island of St. Helena. There, far from the empire he once ruled, he spent his last years dictating his memoirs, shaping his legacy even in exile. He died in 1821, at the age of 51, under circumstances still debated. Today, Napoleon remains one of the most influential figures in world history, a military genius, a political reformer, a symbol of ambition, and a man whose victories and mistakes reshaped the modern world. His rise was meteoric, his fall dramatic, and his legacy undeniable.